Hi, this is Gogi from Gogi.in, and finally here is the unboxing and review of UMI XII. The UMI box pack looks more like a DVD case, but it's a very smart move by UMI because they not only save on the packaging cost but also on transportation. They can move a lot more units within a small space. The unboxing is more like opening a book. You can see the specifications here. The UMI XII, it's in Chinese, the Full HD and 13 megapixel autofocus camera. Here is the handset, but before that we'll have a look at the specifications. Android 4.2, 8.9 mm thick, 5-inch IPS Full HD screen, and this is powered by a quad-core MediaTek processor, 2GB RAM, 32GB ROM, GPS, this is a battery, 13 megapixel camera, 3G, Bluetooth 4, 3.5 mm audio jack. And here is the handset, the UMI XII, along with the charger and the data cable. Again, it's a very smart packing. This is the power adapter or the power charger, a sleek, nice looking one. The earphones are not included in this box pack. And next to the power adapter there is the data cable, the USB to micro USB cable. Here is the screen guard, you get this free, and this is the handset. Underneath the handset you'll find the battery of 2430 to 2520 mAh capacity. And here is the battery related instruction. Here is the UMI XII handset. I had already done a review on the prototype unit. There is no border issue on this consumer version handset. The touch sensitive buttons are barely visible when the phone is off. This is the in-call speaker, the front camera and the sensors. The handset is 8.9 mm thick and the weight is around 155 grams. The handset comes with a protective guard. I'm going to remove it. This is how the handset looks from the front side and on the rear side. You can see the 13 megapixel autofocus camera Full HD written here, and next to it is the LED flash. The speaker out at the bottom and some logos and text which we have already seen on the prototype review. The handset has got a premium look. On the top side you will find the 3.5 mm audio jack, and on the right side you will find the volume rockers, and below the volume rockers the power/lock button. On the bottom side you will find the micro USB port, and next to it the mic. The build quality and the finishing is very good, as you can see in this close-up. And this is from the rear side, the rear view. The back cover is perfectly clipped with the handset. Let's open up the battery compartment. This is a dual SIM, dual standby phone. Here is the 13 MP autofocus camera and the SIM slot 1 and SIM slot 2. SIM 1, SIM 2. Next to the SIM 1, SIM 2 you'll find the micro SD card slot. I have inserted the SIM, the battery, and I forgot the card, but it's 32GB anyway. I inserted the card again, and the back cover, and let's power on the device. The UMI logo. This handset runs on the Jelly Bean 4.2 OS. And here is the lock screen, and as you can see there is a UMI logo inside the circle. You drag it to unlock, and this is the home screen, again the UMI logo. I will now try the touch button, and as you can see it's now visible. This is a quad-core handset. I'll try browsing through, and the performance looks good. The touch is smooth and responsive. Here are the pre-installed apps: calendar, call history, camera, clock, downloads, gallery, file manager, phone settings, Play Store, super user, task manager, to do, system update, video player. Android version 4.2.1, Wi-Fi, USB, Bluetooth tethering is supported, automatic brightness. Some more settings. In GPS, you tap the GPS satellite, switch it on, and then tap the GPS satellites. Enable EPO, enable it. Also enable AGPS, and in EPO settings, make sure you enable the auto download, which is by default switched off. You can save apps on external storage. The internal storage for apps is 1.48 GB, of which 1.30 GB is available. This is my external SD card, and this is the internal phone storage. Of the 32 GB, you get around 26 GB free. That's a huge space. The internal storage 1.3 GB, this is for the apps, and of the 2 GB RAM, you get around 1.4 GB free. I'm now going to download benchmark apps. I'm downloading Antutu using Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it's working. I am now going to enable the 3G network and switching off the Wi-Fi, and going to try downloading Quadrant so you can see if 3G is working. I'm going to install this software. It's around 1.3 MB. Shouldn't take much of a time, should be in seconds. And there it is, done. Okay, there is LED notification, as you can see here, and this is the root checker. The device is rooted. This is my website, and I will try zooming in to check the rendering, which looks pretty good. The orientation also works. System information, ARMv7, clocked at 1.2 GHz, cores 4, MT6589. The screen resolution is 1920 by 1080 pixels, and the GPU is PowerVR SGX 544 MP. And here are the sensors: accelerometer, proximity light, gyro, and magnetic sensors. I've loaded the Compass app, and the magnetic sensor is working. The Quadrant benchmark score for the first time was 3838, and for the second time it was 3852. The Antutu score for the first time was 11853, and the second time 11850. Ninamark 2 28.2 FPS, and Linpack single thread is 33, 36, 37, multi-thread 95, 99, 79. This handset supports 5-point multi-touch. And here's the 13 megapixel autofocus camera. You can even tap to focus. There are the settings on the left side, which you have already seen on the Android 4.2 OS. There is the panorama option. Let's go to the camera setting, and the camera mode, still camera mode. You see the picture size is 13 megapixel in standard 4:3 resolution. In full screen resolution, you get around 8 megapixel, and there is zero shutter delay and face detection. In video mode, you have the FX option, and to record 1080p, choose the fine option. I'm going to record a video now, and will play this video in MX Player to check out the maximum resolution. The video recording is already on. I'll play this video in MX Player. Okay, here is the video. It's 1080p at 30 frames per second. Okay, this is the front screen, and I'm just going to clean it off to make sure there are no scratches on the screen. Here is a green capsicum and two different knives. Don't worry, you are still watching a technology video. I'm going to use the UMI XII as a chopping board. Unfortunately, this is not a water resistant phone, so I have to clean this off quickly. And now we are going to see if there are any scratches. As you can see, there are no scratches on this handset. It is definitely using a good material, a harder material, which is scratch resistant to a certain extent. But if we use a harder object or excessive force, it could damage the front screen. The glass is scratch resistant, not scratch proof. And as you can see, the handset is still working. This quad-core handset sports a 5-inch Full HD screen with 13 megapixel autofocus camera. 2 GB RAM and 32 GB storage now comes for approximately 16,000, and 1 GB RAM and 16 GB storage comes for approx rupees 14,000. For full review, sample images and videos, visit my website gogi.in. Before I end up, here is an output from the front camera, and as you can see, there are no black spots, at least not on the review unit that I have received from UMI. Thank you for watching this video.